Well, Better wants to help you get off to a better financial future this year. Kimberly sat down earlier with our financial advisor to get a few tips.
It's a new year, and that means new resolutions. But what if instead of resolutions that you're destined to break, you set some goals for yourself that could make a real difference in your life between now and this time next year? In today's Your Money, family, financial, and legal expert Alexis Martin-Neely is here to walk you through a goal-setting process. You're talking about actually tangible goals here?
Yes.
I mean, could they be spiritual goals?
Yes, everything. So you want 2009 to be your best year ever, and you can make it that way, but you've got to start now. If you wait 2 months from now, it's not going to be time for you to get everything you want done. So here's what you're going to do. Start today and make a list of everything that you want to be, do, or have in 5 categories. Financial, spiritual, relationship, physical, and material. So like house, car, those sorts of things. Write down everything that you want in those 5 categories, and here's the key. Think as big as you possibly can. Don't hold yourself back. So many times we say, okay, well, I'd really like to earn $200,000 this year. Oh, but I'll never earn $200,000 this year, so I'm just not going to put it down. If that's what you want, if that's a goal of yours, put it down, write it down, and write down all your goals. Now, not all of these goals have to be goals for this year specifically. Okay, so that's the next thing that I want you to do, is I want you to number the goals that you've written down. So now you've written down everything in those 5 categories. Now number them in terms of how long will it take you to achieve them. If it's 1 year, put a 1 next to it. If it's 20 years, maybe it'll take you 20 years to earn $200,000.
Sure.
That's fine.
Put that down.
Put a 20 next to it, because now it's something that you're working towards.
Makes sense.
And then I want you to evaluate. Okay, so look at, are all of my goals have 1s next to them? Do all of them have 20s next to them? If they all have 1s next to them, you need to lengthen your timeline a little bit and really look out to the future some more.
Okay.
If they all have 1s, if they all have 20s though, you're thinking too far out, and you want to break those goals down into small, manageable chunks of 10 years, 5 years, even 1 year.
Makes sense.
Okay, so really have a balance there in terms of 1-year goals, 3-year goals, and 5-year goals. That's probably reasonable. You can definitely think in terms of 20 years, but we want to look at things that you can do right away and start to make those things happen.
That makes sense.
Okay,
What's next?
So after that, I want you to identify the number 1 goal that you have for this year. What is your number 1 goal that if you achieve that goal, you would say, this was my best year ever?
Okay.
Write that one down, and then write down 9 others. Okay, you're going to pick 10 things that you're going to be working on this year. And some of them might be things that you're working towards for the future, but at least pick 10 of them.
What if you have trouble narrowing that list?
If you have trouble narrowing that list, take a look at the goals and see if maybe if you achieved 1 of them, it would take care of 3 others. Pick that one and let the 3 others go by the wayside. But you can't focus on more than 10. So just focus on the top 10 that you're going to focus on this year.
Do they have to have some kind of flow? I mean, I would imagine you want them to be a bit congruent and not conflict with each other.
If you have 3 goals, and one of them is you want to make $1 million this year, one of them is you want to take 2 weeks of vacation, and one of them is that you want to spend more time with your kids. Those might not be totally congruent.
They don't all fit.
Yeah, they might not all fit. So you really want to try and fit your goals together in terms of what's really going to allow my life to flow as much as possible this year.
And then how do we finally take the action on these goals that we have this list of in front of us?
What I want you to do now, this is the most important part. I want you to identify for each one of the goals something that you can do within the next 24 hours. Show the universe that you're really serious about making this happen by taking action right away. Don't wait. Do it now. Write down what can you do within the next 24 hours and do it.
No matter how small that step may be, because that's going to get you started off on the right foot.
That's right. Step by step by step, that's how goals are achieved.
No resolutions. We're setting goals this year. You have us started on the right foot. Thank you, Alexis. Always nice to see you. And if you have a financial question for Alexis, email us at yourmoney@better.tv.